Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Red Cord Tarot. How are you all doing? Welcome to our tribe. And if you are new, very warm welcome. Please subscribe to join our tribe. This is going to be the full moon in Aquarius reading. Um, the energies in this reading will last from this full moon to the next full moon, and we are going to get inside to see what is coming towards us, what do we need to release, and what are probably the main themes that are going to come up with this full moon. The full moon, the energy has already come in on 23rd, but in India the full moon is going to be on July 21st, which is a Saturday, and the timing for it begins at 10:43 a.m. on 23rd of July, and it is also the Guru Purnima. So any of you who are teachers, coaches, mentors, parents, I pay my respect to you all of you who have been part of my journey. I have learned so much from you. Thank you for being a part of my life, my journey, and I wish you all a very happy Guru Purnima. So we are going to get started with seeing who is guiding us through this phase. It's a beautiful new deck that I have got, and I've been waiting for this full moon to inaugurate it. Oops. Let us sage the energies, welcome in all the good energies, the blessings of our masters, guides, angels, and our ascended ancestors, and request them to bring us the highest and best messages for you individually, for us collectively, and as a tribe on this channel. The highest and best messages, guidance, support, solutions, anything at all from the highest realm to help us on our daily life and on our journey. Awesome. One card, please. Thank you. And two messages as the theme. Thank you. They have a lot to say today. So, this full moon is in Aquarius, so obviously Aquarians, Leos, but also other zodiac signs are going to be affected by the energies. I'm sending you cleansing energies as well. Right, here we go. So, who is with us today is Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. I'm going to read from the book because it's beautiful. The book is very detailed and has very channeled messages. So that's 108. Oh my god, it's such a light print. I don't know how I'm going to read with just candlelight. Alright, I'm going to try my best. The message for you is listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others on your path. Pay attention to healing information. So, there are a whole bunch of you who have been going through purging, ascending. There are ascension symptoms. Your various chakras are being realigned and healed. All of that. So, there might be relationships or situations that have come up, like in my new moon video I did mention about the various planets affecting us, and Chiron is still in retrograde, Neptune is still in retrograde, and Jupiter is in retrograde. There are some 5 planets right now currently in retrograde at this time, and so a whole bunch of revision is happening, which also gives us a very beautiful opportunity to heal, to release. And full moons are all about releasing that which is old, redundant, be it grief, be it resentments or fears or self doubt, anything that is holding us back. This is a wonderful time. Any obstacles, hurdles, anything negative that we've been carrying around, this is a very beautiful time for us to release it and allow healing to take place. So, you are being exposed to information and insights that will have a dramatic healing effect on your life. If you are wondering through something mentally or emotionally, if you're working through something internally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you're working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that is coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. That is beautiful, and to get this on a full moon, amazing. So, the theme for this time period is the fates. A lot of destined events, fated events are going to take place. There has been a whole lot of divine intervention that has been occurring behind the scenes, especially for twin flames. If your twin has not been able to keep up or has used the free will to continue staying in a certain situation or something, well, soulmates are being sent your way. If you have been stuck in a situation, assistance was sent your way. Your direction has been made more clear to you, what you need to do, what you need to focus on. A lot of people might be going through drastic career changes. A lot of people are changing locations because places also carry their own energies, and they have ley lines and grid lines going through them, and so you are being moved to some place where you will activate yourself, or the land will activate you, and you will have something to contribute there as well. So there are a lot of fated events happening. So surrender, let go of control, and go as you are being guided. You are being blessed at this time. So whatever you have been manifesting, working on, that might be coming true. Love will be coming towards you, stability and balance, because a lot of people did feel a lack of stability and balance in their life in the last 1.5 years, or even longer than that. And so now you will find your footing again. You'll be able to move forward more confidently. So if you have been feeling issues of lack, scarcity, be it in money issues, career, love, relationships, intimacy, someone who understands you, you are being supported by the universe, and such a person is now being sent to you as a benediction, as a blessing. All right, so treat them with love and care, and remember the lessons you have learned on your journey, be it with your catalyst, your twin, whatever the scene might be. Something has closed out, an old chapter has definitely closed out, So you're moving towards the new, so be excited. Messages for this full moon, please. The Aquarius full moon for my viewers. 6 cards, please. And we'll be clarifying the cards as well, and we'll be seeing what we need to surrender, because that's the most important, especially on full moons. I would love it if you would please subscribe, like, share and comment, and please do tell me how these messages resonate with you. It's always wonderful when when the process is interactive, because not only does that bring your energy into the readings and I can get more precise with your energies, so you'll be able to relate more and resonate more and get very almost personal reading kind of guidances. But also for me, it keeps my morale up, it keeps me motivated, it keeps me going, especially when I'm in the low energies or feeling all kind of things that every human being goes through. Your messages, your comments, they keep me going. So please do write down, in not just this video but whatever video you watch. The first card we are getting is 4 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords and 6 of Pentacles. So what has been going on and what you're going to be clearing out with this full moon, okay, this is what you are closing out. You're going to bring to an end these energies. What? The first one is that of feeling depressed, bored, not liking the choices or options that you have in front of you, feeling where you had poured your cup of love, that was not reciprocated, or it was one-sided, or whatever happened in that situation left you feeling very drained and stuck, very depressed energies. What you are also going to be not leaving behind, but where you will be seeing a progress happen, is whatever space you have been putting your time, effort and energy at this time or before this time. What you're also releasing is a scarcity mindset. You're going to realize where you are so blessed, where the universe has been so kind and generous with you. You do not have to hold back, you do not have to come at life from a lack mentality. You are going to receive a lot of healing in your heart chakra, to allow the old energies, the old sadness to leave you, and you're going to proceed. There's a future ahead of you. For some of you, literally a new city, a fresh new beginning, a fresh new land, a fresh career. So, and if it is about love, you are being asked to let go of all the old grief and pain and hurt, all of that, to stop trying to safeguard your heart. You've built such a huge boundary, a huge mountain, that even if someone did want to come towards you, they wouldn't know how to have access to you, right? So you have to communicate. You will have to take that chance of opening up to someone and explaining to them why you might need certain reassurances, or why certain behaviors are just not acceptable to you. For example, ghosting, or that if any kind of behavior that you find demeaning, or that makes you feel disrespected, or that makes you feel triggered, or it's not their responsibilities, but at least if you explain your stance, they might understand why certain behaviors of theirs or something makes you so uneasy, right? So we are definitely going to get a lot of green and baby pink light and energy. We are also going to be receiving a lot of information intuitively in our dream state. We are definitely protected as we are making this transition. Okay, we are moving towards our destinies. So if there has been a situation where you had to literally borrow money, where you had to juggle between your needs and maybe that of your children, for example, or if you felt you were being juggled by a person in a relationship, where if there was a huge betrayal, someone let you down so bad, you were extremely hurt. I'm going to try and just, I'm sorry. Okay. If they kept doing the same, you opened your heart and you kept giving them chances after chances, but they left you wounded and they did not probably even turn back to see how you were doing in that situation. Well, now you're going to start seeing a progress happening. You're going to start receiving healing. You're going to heal your own self, of course, but the universe is going to support your efforts in your inner work, in your mirror work, by making important posts that you might need to read, these kind of readings, messages that come to you, or tools will come to you, and you are going to be assisted in the situation. And where you have felt that you were breadcrumbed, right, where you were given hardly any time, attention, or love, there was someone who was sharing their affection with someone else perhaps, or they just like to keep you in that zone of asking them for time, asking them to meet you, asking them for something, be it money, be it love, be it intimacy. They kept you in that needy zone and you walked away from that situation. So, well, now we're going to check on what's coming your way, because you are going to be compensated. Is that much I know. You are going to be compensated for this situation, which was a lesson. You learned how to say no, and you have the right to not put up with someone's toxic behavior. You learned how to walk away no matter how much you loved a person, just because there was nothing you were receiving in that situation. You learned how to establish boundaries, assert yourself in a very loving manner. You had to learn how to, instead of going all aggressive and ghetto on someone, that's one of the things that happen when your pendulum swings the other way from being a giver and a meek person. When you first learning to become assertive, you turn aggressive, and then slowly through trial and error you find your balance, how to be assertive but politely, kindly, how you can continue to be in your loving energies without being taken advantage of or being treated as a doormat. So let's get into a bit of detail over here. So where you have felt bored and dejected and completely out of sorts, well, your passion is going to come back. There's going to be a divine inspiration and you are going to get going. You might find people who wish to collaborate with you, who wish to work with you, or who will assist you. It may be your spiritual tribe, such as this channel, where you find that the messages are coming to you, ideas, inspirations, the pep talk that you much need. All right, in a romantic situation, there is going to be a breakthrough for some of you. Of course, there's going to be a message of love and passion, and there'll be a lot of communication with this person. And essentially, in a gist, what this person will want to say to you is that they are willing to put in the time and effort to work together with you to make the situation work. So where you have been at, this is for professionally, you might be taking a decision whether you want to go somewhere or somewhere else where you are being paid better, or you have better working hours, where you have more holidays, or medical is covered, whatever the situation might be. In a relationship where you have put in a lot of time and effort, it was a past life connection, so it was extremely intense. There was a lot of stuff that needed to be healed and cleared, and past life patterns that needed to be broken. All right, so now the wake up call is going to take place, and the other person is also going to realize that they are willing to take a leap of faith. You are being asked to take a leap of faith, be it to move towards where your inner your intuition is guiding you, your higher self is guiding you, life is opening new opportunities. What they are saying is choose peace. Wherever there is so much drama and conflict and arguments, or there are mind games where there's a lot of politics going on, move away from there. Choose peace. Where once you find the peace, you'll come to a stable ground, and you can grow things over there. You can find your happiness, you can find your love. So that is the kind of healing you will be receiving. All right, so you got into this scarcity mindset because, well, you felt you have been waiting to see the fruits of your labor in a certain situation for an extremely long time, and there was a huge lot of stagnancy. It was put on pause. There was someone who just wouldn't make any move or take a decision. They were afraid to come towards you because they were lacking courage. But now they, as everyone's heart is going to get healed, the energy, the strength, the courage is going to come inside them to approach you, to speak their truth, and you will find your inner courage to step into your new adventure, to start creating. You will definitely get the harvest for wherever you have put in so much work, effort, time, love, as it may be, whatever the situation might be. All right, so where there has been this juggling and indecision, there is going to be a brief message. This person is keeping an eye on you, might be stalking you on the internet, on social media, or asking common friends about what you are up to, how are you doing. All right, because they do desire to bring balance back into this situation. They do wish to restore love, harmony, and the angels are working behind the scene with this person, or if it is you, they are working with you as well. And it is definitely a soulmate energy. You both are missing each other. There are a lot of memories, and the stubbornness that has been part of keeping the two of you separated or stuck in a situation where there was lack. You are going to be guided how to come out of that situation. My cards for this slot are gone. Oh, did I not pull out cards for the Ten of Swords? I was channeling so hard at that time. So for 3 cards for Ten of Swords, please clarifying the situation and how we are moving past it. What are we releasing through this full moon? I'm going to take one more. I'm just being guided to. Alright, thank you, Spirit. So in this situation that was extremely hurtful, painful, mentally agonizing, a complete betrayal of trust happened here. A soul contract was broken because this person refused to do the right thing, coming correct towards you, staying correct, being consistent, and coming with a proper plan and doing the right thing by you. They were not doing that. Well, this full moon you will definitely, or this phase, because some people do take time and in one of my longer readings I have expressed in detail how to purge, and you will be purging. There might be tears, and you will have to go deep down and pull from the roots. Go down to your childhood, go down to traumatic events, situations, you know, even if it's not connected to this particular situation, and do your inner work, do your affirmation, use your violet flame, your golden shower, do your ho'oponopono with everyone involved, especially with your parents. A lot of these situations are mirroring your relationship with your parents, all right? So that burden is going to finally be dropped. That is the healing that's going to come, that heaviness from the situation. Justice and balance is going to be restored over here, all right? Fresh new legal contracts or soul contracts or whatever will be set up. If it is the old person coming back, you will state your terms and conditions, your boundaries extremely clearly, and they will agree, all right? So what is being released at this time also is this wounding. You are receiving healing. For those of you who have been resisting, you are going to be encouraged and spiritually guided to go through your inner healing and do your work. So where you were breadcrumbed or not received your fair share of someone's time, effort, energy, love, or payment for the work you have been putting in, well, that cycle is definitely closing out, okay? And there are your ancestors, your guardians, your spirit guides who are going to assist you in this matter. Your friends might help you. Maybe it is to find a better job, but spending time with your friends, with people who love you unconditionally, is also going to bring a lot of healing, also a lot of clarity, brand new opportunities. Whatever the situation, if it was with a person, you are going to receive victory in this situation. So that is good to know. And now we are going to go into what we need to surrender during this phase. Do remember, this is for an entire month, right up to the next full moon, right? So you may need to come back and re-watch this reading so that you don't miss out on things that are playing out at a later stage, because you may not remember the entire reading from just one watch. And especially when it comes to things like inner wounds, or what you need to surrender, what you need to heal, what shadow aspects are you working with, there is a desire to forget, to develop an amnesia of sorts, and to justify and to hide behind logical reasoning, so that we don't have to deal with stuff. We rather push things under the carpet than to actually clear it out once and for all. You may also be guided at this time to declutter again, to go through old stuff, to give away that which is good and someone else can use, or to throw away stuff that you have been holding on to, what is just bringing you a lot of negative stagnant energy around you. If possible, move some furniture around in the rooms that you spend a lot of time, so that you can get fresh new energy circulating in your living space. And one more, please, Spirit. Thank you. So the first card is surrender your belief in scarcity. All right, obviously, because there has been this lack mentality, which is coming from a place of fear that, what if you don't have enough? What if what you have also gets lost? Wanting some kind of surety, or wanting some kind of safety net, which is a normal thing, but you're not walking a normal path. I hope I'm still recording. Oh my god, my battery is running low. Just hang on, people. I'm going to keep reading, but I'm just going to call my son. Thank God today I have my phone with me. Can you come here quickly, please, please? Can you come here quickly, please, please? Can you switch on that, please? My battery is very low. Thank you. So I'm so sorry for that. With whenever we get wounded, whenever we are treated unfairly, whenever we are passed on fear from our elders, of be careful or don't trust, or if you don't do this, this is going to happen, we start developing kind of phobias and fears and insecurities which our conscious mind doesn't even pick up on, but we become in fearful, and we become apart. We start operating from a scarcity mindset. We don't want to share our abundance because we don't feel abundant, right? We get possessive, we get insecure, we become controlling, we want to predict the outcome of everything, right? We become extremely paranoid, and we don't like to share, we don't like to give compliments, we don't like to be generous with action, with anything. You don't like to help anyone properly, even if we know that they are in need and we have the capacity to help them. So you are being reminded at this time, the more you're closing your heart, the more poverty is what you're attracting, the more scarcity, the more lack, be it money, be it love, be it anything that you're desiring. You are inviting lack of that the more you keep your heart chakra closed. So you are being guided at this time. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams, no matter what that situation might be. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. All right. So it can be, oh my god, what if this happens, what if that happens. Our minds tell us, our egos tell us terrible stories. What if this new person is equally going to betray us? Well, you've learned what to be, how to be discerning, how not to rush into things, how not to come at something from a place of need and hunger, of neediness. So you have been taught your lessons, so you can drop your fears. You can say thank you for the lessons and thank you for your messages. Now I choose to learn and grow in love, joy and peace, right? So yesterday I was telling someone, when you celebrate life, life celebrates you. I wish I knew how to make those things. I would have put that as the title. When you celebrate life, life will celebrate you. God has created more than enough for every one of the soul He sends on this planet. It is our greed, it is our scarcity, it is our egos and our hunger for power and control that creates this illusion of scarcity, and that gives rise to fear, of distrust. And politicians, they create disharmony between us by telling us, oh, they are going to take away your jobs, they are here to take you away from your religion, or they are here to bring something new and bring about change. And people are terrified of change. So you have to let go of all these fears, especially of change, especially of evolving and growing, especially of loving unconditionally. All right, you have to you're being guided to surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non defensive response. For example, if someone wants to know why you did something, it is not necessarily an accusation. They might really need for some reason to know, or they might just be curious, they might be making conversation. I always say it's just a guilty conscience that makes you defensive. If you feel threatened by every question, especially if you are in a intimate kind of or a romantic kind of a relationship, the more transparent you are, the more honest you are, the more the foundation will be built on trust. The more the person will know they can rely on you and they will open up to you, right? And it goes both ways, of course. So then you are being guided to surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. When you are in gratitude, when you are living in the moment, when you are admiring and rejoicing and celebrating all that is coming your way, that you're experiencing on a daily basis, be it, oh my god, so many new videos to watch after such a long time, rejoicing in that, keeping a good sense of humor about everything, that is going to help you go with the flow and to prevent you from getting stuck again or getting into the control mode again, wanting to snatch the steering wheel from God's hand from the universe's hand. You'll be able to enjoy. If you're going to be stressing about, is my plane going to crash every moment of your journey, there's no way you're going to enjoy your journey. But if you were to look out of the window and look at the clouds or the scenery below or the night lights, or if you make friends with the person who's traveling with you and have a very interesting conversation with them, that's when you enjoy the journey and you're going with the flow. All right, so I hope those messages resonated with you. There is a lot of joy in this Leo season. Of course, there is growth, there's success, there is victory. For some of you, there is a lot of limelight. You might become famous at this time if that's something you're working towards. So please do let go of the past baggages, whatever has happened. If you're waiting for someone, let it go. Allow destiny to work with you, to work for you. They are bringing you stuff which is meant for you, the true love, financial prosperity. So let go of these, is he, isn't he, whatever. If someone is not there fully, is there half-assed, and if they have broken your heart, that cycle is over. All right, brand new love is coming towards you, because now the wheels are turning in your favor. There's going to be love, there's going to be passion, there's going to be success, there's going to be monetary gains. So it's going to be a beautiful beginning for you, a new phase for you. And if you're already in a good space, well, it's going to get better. And so please share your good fortune with others, right? Be kind, be caring, and I always say that. So I'm going to leave you all with a lot of love. Leave me some love by liking the video over there, give it a thumbs up, and go down below and leave me a comment, telling me how much you resonated, what parts did you resonate with in this reading, and are you going to be doing your full moon ritual today or tomorrow? That is entirely up to you. The full moon energies are already here by the time I upload this video. So God bless you, lots of love, lots of light and blessings. This is Nikita.